Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the one and only ABB. I got your request, and I decided to go ahead and share with you some of many of my experiences with the so-called download types. But I'm going to do this one a little differently. Not only do I have witness, that witness is here. Say what's up to my sister Faye. Say what's up.
What's up, my family? Chad, this is some juicy stuff. You talking about spilling some tea, we gonna spill some boost on you, honey.
Yeah, she got her boost drink. This is going to be kind of funny, but at the same time, it's not funny.
No.
Now, mind you, what I'm about to share with you is way before Jerry Springer, way before pranking videos. We had our own reality show.
It's called Home Reality Chat.
Yeah, we had doing us. We was in our own little world, had our own reality TV circus of a show going on.
We were the misfits, so we misfit and entertained ourselves.
Yeah,
now.
we were the misfits in our neighborhood. So while everyone else around us was out doing them, we were more so in the house. And when we would be in the house, we would come up with our own entertainment, our own fun.
Being creative,
using our imagination. That's why we both ended up in the creative arts. But anyway, to the people who are just coming across a video like mine, this is not my first channel. My first and main channel was dedicated to what I experienced and learned as the result of having the ability to see beyond the veil. So the people who've been watching me from that point of view are privy to my background, because I've always been very open and transparent about being sexually molested. I've always been open and transparent about my relations with females and males. There's no secret here with me. So if anyone ever says that I was on a download, they're telling a damn lie, because I've always been bold and honest about everything about me for the most part. And some things you still have to keep to yourself. But when it comes to human sexuality and things that are unconventional or taboo, I always had the balls of steel to be upfront and bold about it. So I'm saying this to the people who are just coming as a premise, because I need you to know that the very first time I became aware of men on a download was through molestation. Now, keep in mind, my first 3 sexual experiences were with females. All right. I later had experiences with males. Those males who molested me, they all are fathers now, and they only deal with women on the surface. This is when I realized just how really common the download thing really is. So anyway,
keep it on the download.
Good background music, okay? Now, my sister and I, like I said, we created our own world. We didn't fit in. We didn't care to fit in with the people we grew up with. So for amusement and entertainment, being kids, we would come up with all kinds of things. So one day, it was my idea. I was like, let's just dial random numbers and play on people's phones. So we would prank women and men, but what we found out really quickly is that guys are the most easiest to pull in with this stuff. Women just...
they hang up the phone.
Yeah, they'll hang up the phone. They didn't play. Yeah, exactly. So I was like, you know what? The guys are easier. Let's just prank these guys. So I told my sister, I said, I'm going to call this random number, and if a guy answers, I'm going to disguise my voice like I'm a female. I used to know how to disguise my voice and sound just like a girl back then, because naturally I didn't have a lot of testosterone. We were kids. We were like, what, about 12 or 13? Because we're only about a year and a couple of months apart. So we were about the same age. We were about 12 or 13, somewhere in there. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe 14. Because this went on for about 4 years, what we're about to share with you. So I said, let's dial random numbers and get guys on the phone, and I'm going to disguise my voice and pretend like I'm a female. And then I'm going to gain their trust in the conversation. And then at the end, I'm going to drop the bomb and say that I'm really a man.
Yeah.
You did it too. We would take turns on it.
Yeah.
So anyway, we would just make up random numbers that would kind of be similar to our area code. And what I would do is, if a guy answered, he could be young, old, it didn't matter. But most of the guys we pranked were young, like maybe 20, early 20s. The oldest maybe 30 something or so. Because we would always ask their age, and we would give a fake age. So anyway, we would dial these random numbers. If a guy would answer, I would disguise my voice, and I would ask for like another guy's name, like Tyrone or something. And I kid y'all not, without fail, they'll say something like, "Oh baby, you sound good. You got the wrong number." Yeah. What's your name? What's your name, shorty? You sound good. What was my character name?
Tracy.
And then sometimes I would use Tony, which happens to also be an AKA for me as well. Tony is short for Anthony. So guys would always be like, "Damn, shorty, you sound good. What's up, ma?" You know, and I'll be like, "I'm fine, you know." And they'll ask, "What's my name?" I'll be like, "I'm
and
Tracy."
And mind you, not to cut you off, mind you, these had girlfriends.
Yeah, well, I'm getting to that. I got to build up to it. So I would talk with these guys, and they'd be really into the conversation. "Baby, you know, how old are you?" I would have a fake age. I would have a fake description. So we just chatting on, and the guys just really into the conversation. And I would say about 30 minutes in the conversation, I would say something like, "I really like this conversation," and I was like, I really like this conversation, but I don't know, it's something that I gotta tell you." I can't really disguise my voice anymore like that. And they be like, "Baby, what's up? What is it? What's wrong?" And I'd be like, "I don't know how to tell you this," but he'd be like, "Baby, go ahead and tell, what's up? I'd be like, "I'm a man."
So?
Yeah. They like, sometimes they won't believe it. They'll be like, "Stop playing. No, you not. No, you not." And I'm like, "Yes, I am. I'm a man. Once they see that I'm serious, "Oh, okay. So what's up? I don't care. What's up? Where you live? Where you live?" Right. They keep the conversation going, right? And so I'm like, "You don't care that I'm a man? No, what's up? I mess around. What's up?
And then some of them like, "Man, I already knew anyway."
Yeah, some of them would say, "I kind of figured that anyway." Now, here's the thing. We would see how far these guys would go. So what we did, was there was a vacant house across the street from us. So when they would be real pressed, right, we would give them the address to the fake house across the street. And they were thirsty. I mean, really thirsty. And we would be looking out the window, cracking up, laughing. And and the guys, they would show up and they be looking real confused and like thirsty and desperate. Now, mind you, these were not quote unquote gay men or gay identified men. These were your everyday thug, average guy next door types. Now, this is the thing. My sister and I, we did this at least 3 times a week for at least 4 years. So you add it up over 4 years doing this, calling several guys a week. Now, let me say this. When we would go to the store, there would be payphones everywhere. We would also call random payphones. Get random payphone numbers to keep, these pranks going. But again, that was our entertainment.
That was our entertainment, child. We were running up them numbers.
Yes, we were. So,
oh my God.
We did this for 4 years, and I kid you not, out of 4 years, calling and doing this with hundreds of guys, I would say out of all of them, maybe 4 said F that and hung up on us.
This shit,
only maybe 4 out of 4 years of hundreds. And again, we would give these guys a fake address to go to, and they would show up. And sometimes they would come. Late night. One time, we called a payphone. A guy answered, and we played the game or whatever. And he was like, "Yeah, what's up?" He was like, "I got my boys with me. We know what's up. We mess around. We all down or whatever." And so he was like, "Okay, I got a friend that's really a guy too. He's down with it or whatever." 5 dudes showed up, and I'm telling you, ladies, every last one of y'all would fall out if y'all had seen these guys.
They was something that was fine as wine, child. I mean, them dimes, them eyeballs will pop out like how what was that on Tom and Jerry with his eyeball.
Yeah. I'm telling you, these were guys that most females would fawn over, would go for without a doubt. And I'm talking about everything from thug boys to pretty boys to everything in between. Now, like my sister was saying before, through all of the conversations, we will always get the tea that these guys had either girlfriends or wives. Some of them had babies at the time. So, of course, these same guys are still walking around, you know, for the most part. I'm sure some of them are no longer on earth, but these were very young guys. They're still around. So the implication here is that if they were doing it so freely and loosely, then you can only imagine what they're probably still into. Now, I always said that which we hide and suppress will either be magnetized to us through an experience, through another person, or it will come out through our seeds, and that means the children. I have no doubt in my mind that a lot of those guys who lived on the DL, actually, I know a couple personally who were on the DL, who had sons, and they're on the DL as well.
We got our cousin.
Right. Remember that a cousin of ours happened to be at one of the payphones that we call, and our family listened to it. I'm not gonna say his name,
nope, I ain't gonna do
but
that.
he was eager to get down, which I already sensed he messed around, but we got absolute proof, and this cousin to this day don't know. We know what's up, okay? Family members, you're not gonna tell y'all who it is, all right?
You know, a lot of these women who are married, they get it twisted. They think because they married, but child, the married men are the worst.
I got a lot of stories with the married ones.
Are the worst. So keep them blinders up, girl. Don't sleep.
Take them blinders down. Take the blinders down.
Excuse me.
Because there are a lot of sisters out there with blinders on and in denial. Let me tell y'all something real quick. I used to work with a coworker who called me over to her desk, right? Now, mind you, I had already met her baby daddy before, and I was already picking up vibes before then. She called me to her desk, and she was like, Anthony, check this out. So she pulled up a picture of a very beautiful, attractive woman. Some of y'all may have seen this because it went viral, this email. And as you scroll down, the top comes off. Then you go down, the bra comes off. Then the very last picture of this same person, the underwear is off, and there's a penis there. And she was laughing and thought it was funny. And I was like, well, who sent you that? She said her baby daddy name. And I looked dead at her and I said, I don't know about that one. If looks could kill, she looked at me and said, please. I was like, no, girl, please, if you know what I know.
Right, exactly.
In denial. And in my mind, right at that moment, I'm like, what straight man would find amusement in that and would then turn around and send it to a baby mama and think it's funny? I'm going to tell you why he felt emboldened to do that, because he already know that he put up his front so well that she would never, ever put two and two together. Now, let me have done the exact same thing. Yeah, child. Exactly. Yeah, it would have got all around the office. Yeah, he's gay. He did this. He did that. You see what I'm saying? People attach gayness to what they're comfortable with, or homosexuality with what they're comfortable with.
That's why the saying go, don't judge the book by its cover, because you just never know.
You never know.
That book you judging might be very, very wrong.
Yeah. Stop thinking you can tell a Downlow man by looking at them. You're just not going to get it that way, because especially the hardcore type, they will rather kill before anyone figure out what's up with them.
Child, I had my share of Downlow. I thank God for my brother, because I even once when I was younger, it was one dude that I was dealing with, and we were always getting these arguments every time you turn around. I'm going with my boys, Child, it ain't that much hang with no boys in the world. So I guess one day we was debating and going back and forth. I must have hit a nerve, child. This dude picked a pole up and hit me in my head, and I had to get 13 stitches in my head.
Yeah.
Guess what? That next morning, after sister got her, them scruples got reconnected to the brains, Child, I rolled out and ain't looked back.
I told my sister he was on the low. And that's why she kept questioning him about it. He kept confronting him, and he got angry. These guys are so terrified of being seen for who they are. They can become very violent and very, very dangerous. But let me tell you a full circle moment with that one. Anya and myself, that's the one that sings with me. We went downtown to D.C. We were on our way to the food court at the Union Station in D.C. And who did we see? We saw my sister's ex. Now, my sister has long since left him behind. This is like 3-4 years later. He's all up in the face of this very flamboyant queen. I mean, this was a queen. There was no hiding. I guess at this point, he's like, screw it. I'm going to just be open and on. Like, he was in his face, smiling, grinning, looking her up and down with lust, like he was talking to a female.
I get why a lot of these guys do what they do. We have to be open and listen to these guys and not be quick to judge. Oh, you gay and you this, you that. I don't really believe a lot of these guys are gay or anything like that. It's just like you say, a form of aggression, and they have to release or whatever. I'm not here to judge no one, but my thing is with these guys, they have to get to the point where they have to be open and be real about it and let it be the decision upon whether the woman or the man or whoever, make that be the decision if they want to deal with that type of scenario. And my thing is, if you are like that, be smart and protect yourself and do what you have to do and stop spreading diseases and having all these unwanted children, and it's just a mess.
Yeah, and the women must stop. These men can only do what the women allow. We have a lot of women out here now trying to be thoughts and thinking it's cute, feeling like I need to be just as open about my sexuality the same rate as a man. Women, you cannot do that because you have a womb.
Yeah.
And you cannot be having toxic penis ejaculating in your vagina and ruining your portal. Your portal and your temple should be sacred, and you should treat it with respect and stop letting just any man that look your way lay up with you. And I know a lot of women are desperate for love and want to feel love, but I'm telling you, that's a setup. You got to get those self-esteem levels up, and you got to get your level of awareness up and get your consciousness up.